We've now been joined by Dale Jr., driver of the number 88 Nationwide Chevrolet. And in the best interest of time with qualifying starting soon, we're going to go ahead and just open for questions. If you have one, please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation, and we will start with Jerry over here.
Dale, Jerry Jordan kicking the tires. Before we get into all the racing stuff, this past week you received the diecast from Kevin. A lot of people are asking about that. Can you tell us the story with that, the backstory of what that meant and what that involved?
He texted me and said he had texted me a picture of it and said he was going to give it to me. So I don't know how he got it or when he got it or how long he's had it, but he wanted me to have it, and I told him he should probably keep it if he, if he had any connection to it. But he insisted on me having it, so thought it was pretty neat. I don't really know if I got too many autographs of Dad's, so when I got to really thinking about it, I don't know that I have any. So that was thought it was pretty cool. He's just a real good guy, and we have a real good friendship, just a pretty good respect for each other, and so I thought that was a cool, obviously a cool thing.
All right, Woody, go ahead.
So Woody came from MRN. Dale, another one kind of off the racing topic, but the last few years seems like you've been doing up Mother's Day pretty big. Got any big plans this year?
Have I? I don't even remember what I did last year. Yeah, well, I barbecue every day I get off. Just happens that we get Mother's Day off. I'll probably definitely fire up the smoker, and I think I got Sunday and Monday off, but so that'll be a pretty big day. Hopefully get some friends out there. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So,
all right, if we can get a microphone to Lauren right up here. There we go. Perfect.
Last year, coming out of qualifying, you said it just wasn't that much fun. How excited are you for them to change the format and get out there today with a different type of format?
I think it's, the one thing I wanted more than anything was for the fastest car to get the pole and so forth, on down the line. I don't know how, I don't really have the best idea on how to do that to make it exciting to where it's very enjoyable to watch, but I like NASCAR's attempt at trying to, put the best product forward and in the best interest of everybody, the drivers, the fans, and the crews. So, it's not going to be as exciting as having guys crashing across the finish line and wadding race cars up, but it's very difficult on the teams to be tearing up all these cars and qualifying, especially on the Xfinity side. I mean, a lot of these guys don't have good backups or bring backups at all. So I think we'll see how this works. We'll see how it goes. It's really going to come down to how the fans perceive it and whether the fans enjoy it.
All right, we'll go to Holly.
Hey, Dale. Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. How much different is it for you this year knowing that you're going to enter the Talladega race needing a win still to qualify for the chase? And has there been one that got away this year? Are you surprised that you are coming here without a win?
Well, I figured, I figured we had a good chance of getting a win early, but the cars have been quick, just haven't put good races together. We didn't run that well last week or Phoenix, so we got some work to do at that particular style of racetrack. But everywhere else, we've been really fast. Been real happy with the speed. We'll just try to be a little more aggressive, I guess, to try to win Sunday. We don't have anything to lose. I think even as I don't expect there to be 16 winners. If there are, there's 16 winners. But I don't expect there to be 16 winners. And I believe that we're good enough to get in one of those last few positions by points. We're a good enough team. So I'm not really nervous. So I feel like I can go out there and be as aggressive as I want to be and take some chances and see what happens. And so I don't feel like that, points are the chase or anything will be in the back of my mind, bugging me, buzzing around. I can go out there and just do what I need to do and enjoy myself. And we got a fast car, and hopefully everything goes good on pit road, and we got a good shot at getting down there and winning it.
All right, we're going to go Jordan, Jenna, and then Stan.
Hey, Dale. Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. The Penske cars have won the last 2 plate races. Is there anything more to that than they just have been in the right spot at the right time and they've got good cars?
They got great cars and they're great drivers. And I think that's where it lies. I don't really think that they have, performance or equipment-wise. I don't think that they have an advantage over the rest of the field. And that's, I guess that's kind of what you're asking. But, they're great drivers. They got good cars. But, I didn't think Joey was all that great at Daytona or standing out above the rest. He just made everything work when it needed to work.
All right, Jenna, go ahead.
Jennifer, AP. Dale, your fans have such high expectations for you at Daytona and Talladega. Do you feel any sort of, I don't want to say pressure, or maybe responsibility to perform a certain way to keep them happy?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm supposed to get up there and lead, and I feel like it's a real disappointment for a lot of people when we don't finish well, and if we're not up in the battle trying at the end. If we're not in that group crossing the finish line, that's up front. I feel that disappointment from all the supporters of our team, and more so here and at Daytona than other racetracks for sure.
All right, we'll go to Jay, and then in the back.
Jay Pennell with Fox Sports behind all the cameras. When you come to a place like Talladega, obviously your spotter is key to success. When you pull into victory lane here, is it really like a win for him as well? And just talk about how important he is here as opposed to the other tracks and even Talladega or even Daytona.
Yeah, that's a great question, and I feel the spotter. I've certainly grown to appreciate the spotter's job more and more over the last 5-6 years, and I think it has a little bit to do with how good TJ is and how he's improved. But I think at Talladega and Daytona, it's so important to have an understanding of what's going on around you without having to look at it. And I like to look out the front windshield and try to think about how to go forward, and he can tell me everything I need to know going on behind me, and I can believe it and trust it and sort of see it in my mind without even looking in the mirror. And that's so important when you have that kind of connection with someone, and I think me and TJ are kind of unique because we have such a great friendship and we worked together for so long that we really have a mental understanding of what each other's telling each other, and he can paint that picture, and I won't have to really do all the work. I won't have to be looking all around when I need to be looking out the front of the car and thinking about what's important there. So, he does an amazing job, and yeah, again, I think I've come to really appreciate that more and more over the years, and definitely, I tell him good job more often these days, and I think it's because I appreciate how good he is and how much of a part of the process he is every race, and it's most important at Daytona and Talladega.
All right, right behind us there.
Yeah, Dale. Tim Despayne with Pit Stop Radio. Just to get off the racetrack for a moment, if you don't mind, exactly how many cars do you have in your car graveyard?
I don't know how many exactly. There's 60 already. 60 was the last count, something like that. So,
All right.
hadn't got a new one in a while. So,
All right, we'll go to Kelly.
Kelly Crandall with PopularSpeed.com. Dale, you reached a milestone last week at Richmond, making 550 career starts. When you think of that number in your career to this point, what are some things that stand out?
Amy thought it was a big deal, and when I told her I didn't think it was a big deal, she got mad at me. That's the one thing I remember. I think when I hear that number, I think about people that have more than me, and that mine's not significant compared to Mark Martins and Terry Labonte's and people like that. So I hope that I can race more and get a little higher, get that number up there a little bit further.
All right, we're going to go to Brant and then take our last question from Ryan.
Brant James, USA Today Sports. I think a lot of people assume that restrictor plate racing must be your favorite form of racing because you've been good at it. Are these 4 weekends actually the ones you look forward to the most, or is it some other kind?
I love short track racing. Martinsville's probably my favorite. Bristol might be my favorite. Richmond's pretty fun. It's a little bit big for short track, but it's still short track. So I love Bristol and Martinsville the most. I look forward to Daytona and Talladega the most, though, because they're so laid back and there's really not a lot of work done. The cars don't handle. You just get in there and mash it wide open and practice for a couple days. So I've just been I really ain't had to do a whole lot the last couple of days, so it's kind of like a little bit of a break in the middle of the season. It's really, really hectic during the week and during all the other race weekends. There's a lot of stress, and this is really low stress. So I look forward to these weekends maybe more, just to get a little break in the hecticness of how this season goes. But and I like these tracks. I mean, I have fun at plate tracks. I use the way these cars draft. They could be a lot more funner, but I don't know what you'd change to make them draft a little more fun, race a little more fun. But the cars around 2004, 2005, 2006, they raced a little better in my opinion as far as the show and what the drivers were doing and what we were able to do and capable of doing inside the cars. The cars today are kind of stuck beside each other and you can't get away from each other. It's a little bit more difficult, but still enjoy it. And like I say, the Friday and Saturday is easy. And so that's kind of nice.
All right, we'll take our final question from Ryan.
Ryan McGee, ESPN, over Dell. What's your kind of mental mindset in this race? So we as the writers kind of overanalyze, like, well, he likes that guy, or he doesn't like that guy, or guy's in a Ford, that guy's in a Chevy. But during the race, are you kind of keeping a mental notebook, or does it go way back years, or is it just what's happening there as far as who you're going to work with 10 to go?
You used to do that. You used to. The cars were. It was so much easier to pass guys in the past and team up with people and make things happen. So you could pick and choose. You could say, I don't want to work with that guy. He's going somewhere, but he's a Ford. I'm gonna get over here with a Chevy and we're gonna team up. And I'll see them later. Another lap or two, we'll go by them. You used to could pick and choose because the runs were easier to form and the cars didn't get stuck beside each other like they do now. Today, you got to take whatever you can get. Every little run and every significant run is so rare that you can't. You might not like the guy, but you got to go and do it. And you got to help people you don't want to help, and it's difficult because a lot of times you're helping people get by people you like or your teammates even. And but you got to do what you got to do because you don't get these. The opportunities are few. And the chance to progress and move forward and get that track position is so difficult. Once you got to be in the top three all day long to expect to be in the top three at the end when it counts. If you get shuffled out, it's so hard to pass these people with this kind of car. So we sit there and it's two lines, the bottom and the middle, and you're not going to jump out there by yourself and go around them. So you sort of got to sit there in line, man, and hopefully some dummy pulls out and he gets shuffled back. And that happens. Hopefully that happens a lot, and you end up toward the front.
Well, Dale, we appreciate your time today, and we wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.